Fans have noticed that Jenna bush-hager was missing something on recent episodes of Today, her wedding ring. Thanks to this, some have grown concerned for the TV personality's marriage. Since then, however, Hager herself has opened up about the story. Jenna married Henry Hager back in 2008 at a family ranch. Hager is the daughter of the 43rd U.S. President George W. Bush and granddaughter of the 41st U.S. President George H. W. Bush. Over the years, Hager has also made a name for herself as a journalist and a television personality. Hager notably serves as the host of Today with Jenna and Friends, having served as an NBC News correspondent since 2009. In her personal life, Jenna married Henry Hager in 2008 at her family's ranch. Together, the pair have 3 children together, Mila, Poppy, and Hal. However, as noted by Page 6, fans recently became concerned for Jenna and Henry. Notably, many eagle-eyed fans noticed that Jenna recently appeared on Today without wearing her wedding ring. Since then, however, Hager herself has addressed these concerns. During the Wednesday episode of Today with Jenna and Friends, she explained what happened as a bad wedding ring situation. As Jenna explained, an injury was behind the whole story. She shared, "I'm not wearing a wedding ring now because I broke my finger." Jenna also addressed the rumors that her marriage was troubled. She noted, "But don't worry, I've seen some of the comments. Henry and I are still very happily married." Jenna Hager also recounted another story involving a troublesome wedding ring. Interestingly enough, this isn't the only time a ring caused Jenna troubles over the years. As she recalled, she once lost a sapphire belonging to her husband's grandmother. Jenna shared, "Once Savannah Guthrie had a 50th birthday, and sometimes for my best friend's birthdays, I feel like I really have to give it my all. I gave it my all. I was one of the last people standing." As Jenna noted, Henry left before her as she stayed with her friends. She continued, "He went to bed a little earlier, sort of like, 'Aren't you coming with me?' And I'm like, 'No, I'm not coming with you.' However, trouble started the next day." Jenna noted, "I woke up the next morning, I looked down at my engagement ring and one of the stones was gone." Jenna noted she was doubly worried to tell Henry due to their tiff the night beforehand. As she mused, "So I looked down and I'm like, oh no, do I tell him this now or do I wait? I went ahead and said, 'Honey, I know I lost a little bit of dignity last night. I also lost your grandmother's sapphire.'" Fortunately, Henry was understanding. As Jenna joked, "My mom calls him a saint, which is really just saying that I'm difficult to be with." Sadly, however, she was unable to find the missing heirloom. Jenna bush-hager has long been in the public eye. As the daughter of the 43rd U.S. President George W. Bush and the granddaughter of the 41st U.S. President George H. W. Bush, she grew up under immense scrutiny. Yet, she carved out her own identity, becoming a celebrated journalist and television personality. Her role as co-host of Today with Jenna and Friends has endeared her to many. Fans tune in not just for her insights, but also for her warmth and relatability. However, it was something missing from her hand, not something she said, that recently had everyone talking. It started as a regular week on Today. Jenna bush-hager appeared on the screen, smiling as always, engaging with her guests and sharing stories. But sharp-eyed fans noticed something. Her wedding ring was missing. Social media quickly erupted with questions and speculations. Where's Jenna's ring? Is something wrong in her marriage? Did something happen to Henry? Married to Henry Hager since 2008, Jenna has always spoken fondly of her husband and their life together. The couple shares 3 children, Mila, Poppy, and Hal. Their family life, while occasionally shared in snippets on television or social media, seemed as stable as ever. Yet, the missing ring led fans to wonder if there was trouble in paradise. Jenna, known for her honesty and humor, soon addressed the issue head-on. During a Wednesday episode of Today with Jenna and Friends, she chuckled as she revealed the truth. "I'm not wearing a wedding ring now because I broke my finger," she explained, waving her bare hand for emphasis. She reassured fans, saying, "Henry and I are still very happily married. It was just a bad wedding ring situation." Her explanation put many worries to rest. But it also brought back memories of another time when a ring played a major role in one of Jenna's stories, one that didn't have such an easy resolution. Jenna recounted another ring-related incident that had long been an inside joke in her family. Years ago, at Savannah Guthrie's 50th birthday party, Jenna had been in high spirits. "Sometimes for my best friend's birthdays, I feel like I really have to give it my all," she admitted with a laugh. "I gave it my all that night." Henry, ever the responsible one, had called it a night earlier. He suggested Jenna come home with him, but she declined. "He went to bed a little earlier, sort of like, 'Aren't you coming with me?' And I'm like, 'No, I'm not coming with you,'" she recounted. The next morning, however, her fun night took a turn for the worse. As she rubbed the sleep from her eyes, she noticed something alarming. Her engagement ring was missing one of its stones. "I looked down, and one of the stones was gone. And not just any stone, Henry's grandmother's sapphire," Jenna said. Panic set in. The heirloom was irreplaceable, and given the minor argument they'd had the night before, she dreaded telling Henry. "Do I tell him this now, or do I wait?" she debated. Finally, she mustered the courage and confessed, "Honey, I know I lost a little bit of dignity last night. I also lost your grandmother's sapphire." Henry, true to his character, took it in stride. "My mom calls him a saint, which is really just saying that I'm difficult to be with," Jenna joked. Despite retracing her steps and searching high and low, the sapphire was never found. It became one of those stories that lived on in family lore, retold over dinners and gatherings, with Jenna always taking the brunt of the teasing.